All right, MMA fans, this is Tudo Leonte for Sherdog.com, and I'm here with 2022 heavyweight finalist, Mr. Matheus Scheffel. Hello, sir. How are you today?
I'm great, brother. It's an honor. It's a huge honor to be here with you. Speaks up about my fight, about my career, about everything you want to speak.
Yeah, for sure. I told you already, I will say it again. I was really looking forward to interview you. And now finally we're doing this since we had some technical issues, but still we're here. We managed to overcome that. Listen, how was your day?
My day today, yeah, it's good day here. You know, I did a good session training here, and the day is perfect. You know, without problems, everything's going perfect.
You're preparing for November the 25th. You're competing in the PFL heavyweight finals. Listen, how good is it to be back in New York City and fighting at Madison Square Garden?
Brother, this is unbelievable. You know, uh, being here, being a finalist heavyweight in PFL is a dream, you know, dream come true. And being in my city, training with my partners and with my coaches, you know, this is the first time here in Brazil that I can just train, you know what I mean? Because I usually give some classes, you know, I'm a personal trainer here too. And this is the first time in my career I will just train, you know what I mean? And I'm really happy for that.
It's good that you can finally focus on your MMA career, just on your MMA career. We'll talk about your upcoming fight in a little while. But listen, last time we started chatting, we started talking about and I was curious to know the history of your nickname, Buffa. I never heard the ending of the story, so please let's start from all over again. Where does it come from, my friend?
Brother, I started training when I was a little kid here in Brazil, and I have some problems with my health. You know, I was a fat kid, you know, with a lot of problems. And in the first day I put my feet on the mat, we were doing some abs, you know what I mean? And Buffa in Portuguese is, we can call this a fart, you know? And I fart really hard this time. And then everybody starts to call me Buffa. I tried to change my nickname for something more intense, like a, you know, a Brazilian sniper, or you know, I don't know. But it didn't work. A nickname we can choose, you know. And so it's Buffa. It's okay for me. My father called me Buffa. Everybody called me Buffa here.
Oh, I mean, it is a good nickname. It sounds good, at least to me. So it sticks. It's good. It's good. So far, so good. And of course, it is helping you in your fighting career. Right now, again, you're competing in the heavyweight finals, and you're scheduled to take on Ante Delija on that occasion. Where are you preparing for that fight? You told me in Brazil, but where are you currently training?
Brother, I train here in Curitiba. You know, Curitiba is the place of a lot of world champions. My biggest idol here is Wanderlei Silva. We come from the same city, you know. So here in Curitiba, we have a Wanderlei Silva, we have Mauricio Shogun Rua, we have Anderson Silva, Murilo Ninja. So all of the world champions come from our city, are strikers. You know what I mean? Here in Curitiba is very traditional, the stand-up fighting. You know, Muay Thai here is very traditional. You know, we have almost our own style here. You know, it's near to kickbox, but it's an honor to live here and be a contender in a world title, uh, like my idols. You know, like Vanderlei, like Shogun. So for me, it's an honor. You know what I mean? I'm doing my legacy, and from the guys like this, you know, I was watching that on TV, and then I'm here fighting for a title. So this for me is a huge honor. You know what I mean?
And you mentioned such a great champions. You know, Curitiba has such a great history in combat sports, and you
Uh-huh.
are bringing, you know, forward that legacy. You know, you are currently creating, you're adding your part to that legacy. Um, have you heard the occasion perhaps to, I don't know, either to train with the names you mentioned, or, you know, even to speak with them? Did you ever meet them? How is
Uh,
it?
Wanderlei Silva saw his kid training with us.
Mhm.
So I see Wanderlei all the weeks in Curitiba. And he's a nice guy, you know. Uh, I just try to, I start to train because of him. You know, in the first day when I was 12 years old, I discovered YouTube. And the first video I saw was his fight against Rampage Jackson. You know, when he put a Rampage in the clinch, boom, boom, he knocked him out, and a half of a Rampage Jackson out the ring and a half inside the ring. You remember this fight?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then when I looked at that guy, when I looked at the other day, I was like, damn, I want to be like this guy, you know. I want to be a champion, you know. I want to be a war like him. So I'm his friend now, you know, and you know, having the chance to speak with him, you know, hear his words about fighting, about his energies, it's amazing, you know. Shogun, I don't have a lot of contact with him. You know, I follow him on Instagram. He followed me back, but we don't have a friendly relationship. You know, because I don't know him yet. And but Vanderlei is a nice guy, dude. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, I can guess that. And yeah, I recall that fight, the Odd Gold Pride days. Well, those were the days. I mean, those were
My
quite.
dream, my biggest dream was fighting in Pride. You know, to fight in Japan. You know, and I remember the guys making the entrance. You know, a lot of music, you want, and a lot of Japanese screaming. Man, that thing I think is unbelievable. And I trained with Cristiano Marcelo. He's my
Oh,
head coach, and he's from that good era, shitty box good era, you know. So he
mhm.
gave his jiu-jitsu black belt to Vanderlei, to Shogun, to Ninja, all these guys. So I trained with the first one, you know, the first one who put a jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu here in Curitiba to mix it with Muay Thai, you know.
Yeah. Shoot box. They trained so many great champions. Man, the names that got out of that training team was. Phew. But listen, I really I would love to talk about, you know, general Pride days, shoot boxes, but still we're here to discuss even a little bit about your upcoming fight with Ante Delija. You already faced him earlier this year. Uh, on that occasion, things didn't go according to your plans. You know, you lost that fight, but still, that was in April. Some time have passed. You acquire more experience. What is going to be different this time when you will meet him inside the cage?
Everything goes to be different, brother. You know, uh, Ante was my real first heavyweight fight of my life. You know, this is the first senior heavyweight for me, and I was moving the fight like I'm a light heavyweight. You know, looking for just one punch, but it not worked. You know, I lost my fight in Contender Series last year, and then I lost my first fight in PFL. So I needed to make some changes in my camp because if I'm losing something and I keep doing the same things, I can't I can have a different result. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I changed some coaches, my stand-up fight coach, my physical preparator. I don't know. My English is sucks. Sorry.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
And I changed some things, and for my fight against Bruno, I think I proved to everybody that the change I did worked. You know, I proved that I deserve to be there. And I have the chance to make my revenge against Ante. You know, Ante is a nice guy, but this time will be totally different. You know, I'm a new guy. I'm a new fighter. I'm a new heavyweight fighter, and man, I will be totally different.
Did you also put on some muscles? I mean, you told me that, you know, it's your first year as a heavyweight. I'm guessing that, of course, you know, you have to compete against your fellow heavyweights. They are heavier than the people you used to fight in the past years. So have you, I mean, have you gained some weight? Have you put on some muscles?
Yeah, for sure. I have some problems to tell about in pounds. Here in Brazil, we work with kilos.
Oh, I'm from Italy. I'm from Italy, so I think, you know, all the world works with kilos except for the United States in pounds.
So,
But still, tell me
so
about
I
it.
will tell you in kilos, all right?
Yeah.
So when I was a light heavyweight, I stayed all the year with 105 kilos. 106 is okay. 107 for me is a lot.
Okay, that's 220 pounds more or less. Okay.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
And now I'm with 115, 255, something like that in pounds.
Yeah, around 250 to 55. Yeah,
Yeah,
more or less.
so I'm heavy now, and with more strong, you know, with more power in my hands, I'm feeling very comfortable in heavyweight. Feeling great. I always have afraid to move to heavyweight because I was thinking like, man, these guys are so big, these guys are huge. But when I start to realize about all the heavyweights in my mind, 90% of all heavyweights in the world can be light heavyweight, but they don't want to cut weight, you know? So we have guys like Francis Ngannou, Ciro Gane, that guy I did my last fight, Juan Adams. These guys are real light heavyweights, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe Juan Adams, he needs to cut away in our last fight like he was in maybe 270,
Oh,
275. He's huge, brother.
yeah.
Yeah, but I'm feeling great in the way right now. You know, I'm feeling good.
Yeah, and
So I'm more stronger, I'm bigger, and maybe faster than light heavyweight.
you show that with your results after losing to Delia, you then bounced back by defeating Bruno Cappelozza. I think that was quite a surprise for everyone. So congrats on
Everybody.
you, Cappelozza. He is a tough one. He was, you know, he was champion in the past years. So yeah, that was quite a surprise. And then you also stopped with punches Juan Adams in the UFC veteran Adams in the third round. So you already competed 3 times this year. You're going to fight your fourth fight in a few months. This isn't the first time in your career that you compete 4 times, you know, in the same year. How is your body reacting to that?
I think I'm not sure, but I'm thinking my first year I did 3 or 4 fights. I think it was three in my first year, my first professional year. But now it's okay, brother, because I don't need to cut weight. No, I don't, because cut away is the hard part of all the work.
Mhm.
You know, my body's good. I don't have issues. You know, the from the playoffs to the final, uh, we have 3 months. So 3 months is okay. So I don't need to cut away. So it's perfect without issues. I'm feeling good. You know, I like to compete. You know, in 2020 I stayed all the year without competing. You know, I competed in the 2021 end of the year in August. So I
Yep.
stayed more than a 1 year and a half without compete. So it's hard for us. So fighting 4 times in the year is perfect. In 2023, probably I will be better than this year.
I'm pretty sure about that. I mean, you're showing some huge improvements, one fight for another. Right now, you also are fighting for the $1 million prize. You know, that money is going to be on the line as well, in addition to the belt. In case of victory, if you don't mind, you know, allowing me to ask, what are you planning to do with the money?
Brother, uh, when my friends make this question for me, you know, I answer. I don't want to think the money because if I win the money, if I think the money, I will think about gold, about cars, you know what I mean? Things that I never had. So the money is the consequence of a good work, you know? So I'm living my dream because I'm real fighting for a world champion. You know? I can be a world champion. So I won my title, I won my belt. The money is the consequence, you know, and with the fame, with everything, you know. But I need to be the world champion. So my goal now is be the champion. The money, it's good, it's perfect. I have no idea what is $1 million. I never had this money. Uh, but I want to think just in my fight, just in the victory, just in the belt. You know, money will be the consequence.
That sounds fair, and you know, yeah, it sounds like you're focused on your legacy right now, and of course the money is there, but yeah. And in case of victory, please then let me know what it what it feels like. Sorry, to have that $1 million in your pocket.
What?
So you told me that you never you know felt what having a $1 million you know in your bank account or in your pocket. So if you win it, allow me to interview again, and then you will explain it to me what
Oh
it
yeah, for
feels
sure.
like.
But in the next interview, probably I will show the cars, I will show the house, I will show the gold.
I wish you that. I wish you that. I really hope that
You know,
yeah.
I say to everybody, brother, you know, the most part of the people dream the dream, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I'm living the dream right now. You know, man, listen, look my last 2 years. You know, I should fight in Contender Series in 2020. I got COVID in the week of the fight. I couldn't travel.
Mm.
2021, they rescheduled my fight. I lost against a good guy, you know, but it's okay. I lost the fight. And then I did a fight here in Brazil, 2022. I signed with PFL. I lost the first fight. I changed some things, you know, I changed the risks, I put my name on the risk, and then they put me to a fight against the champion. I win the champion. And then I don't know what happened in PFL. And then I was there to fight the playoffs. I win the playoffs. And I will fight for the title. You know, okay, let's put the money now. We'll fight for $1 million. So the win and the lose are too close, you know. And I tell to people to never give up, you know, brother. The thing you want to is too near to you, you know.
Yeah.
I'm living my dream, you know. This is the point for me. I'm not dreaming, living the dream, you know. So I'm blessed, brother. I'm blessed.
It feels good when someone tells me that. So again, I wish you the best. Mateus, I finished my questions. Do you have any last messages?
So to everybody to support me, and it's a huge honor for me. You know, I don't know if I have fans around the world, but if I had, it's a huge honor. You know, to everybody to see my fights, you know, and speak some positive about me. Thank you.
Thank you again for giving us a little bit of your time today. Best of luck with the upcoming fight, and hopefully I'll hear again from you in the future, from your boat, from your yacht, from the from your island, from your personal island. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
You too. See you.
Bye bye.